Russia is reportedly preparing for an unprecedented assault on the West, one that won't come from tanks, missiles, or airstrikes, but from the digital frontier. The Kremlin's cyber army, backed by state-sponsored hackers and a growing network of cyber criminals, has triggered alarm bells across Western capitals, especially within NATO. According to a senior British official, Moscow's cyber aggression poses a severe threat, capable of disabling critical infrastructure, including power grids that could plunge millions into darkness. Pat McFadden, UK Cabinet Office Minister for National Security, warned at a NATO cybersecurity conference that Russia's cyber capabilities have grown dangerously sophisticated. McFadden revealed that NATO countries had already been targeted in at least 9 cyber attacks by Russian-aligned groups in the past year, each more advanced and disruptive than the last. Russia's cyber aggression is reckless and exceptional, McFadden stated. No one should underestimate the scale of this threat to NATO. With cyber attacks becoming more frequent, McFadden cautioned that the risk to vital systems, such as power grids, was escalating. These attacks could turn the lights off for millions, he warned, amid rising geopolitical tensions. This warning comes amid intensifying conflict between NATO and Russia. Last week, President Vladimir Putin condemned the UK, the US, and France for approving long-range missile strikes by Ukraine, calling it a major escalation in the ongoing war. Putin, already entangled in a conflict reshaping Europe, declared that the war had taken on a global character and that Russia was prepared to strike back in increasingly unprecedented ways. In a separate development, Putin issued a stark warning to the West over its continued support for Ukraine, unveiling a new missile system, the Oreshnik, which could shift the balance of power. He claimed it could target any ally of Ukraine involved in strikes against Russian territory.
The Oreshnik missile system isn't simply an efficient hypersonic weapon. Thanks to its power, particularly in the case of its massive use in combination with other precision long-range weapons that Russia has, the results of its use against enemy targets would be comparable in effect and in its power to strategic weapons. Although, in fact, the Oreshnik system is not a strategic weapon. In any case, it is not an intercontinental ballistic missile. It is necessary to establish serial production. Let us assume that the decision on serial production of this system has been made. In fact, it is practically organized. Considering the special power of this weapon and its effect, it will be put into service in the strategic missile forces.
The growing cyber and missile threats highlight Russia's evolving strategy to challenge the West and fracture NATO's unity. While traditional military tactics remain prominent, Moscow's increasing reliance on cyber warfare and nuclear posturing marks a new phase in the global standoff. As tensions rise, one thing remains clear. The nature of warfare is shifting, and the West must adapt to counter an unpredictable Russian threat.